I need to get my chops fixed for Beethoven.
Everybody knows that, even if you don't know that it is Beethoven's fifth, premiered in 1808. A bit of a contrast here for the final performance in the symphony's Lifting the Human Spirit season 2016-2017. This is Pierre Simard, artistic director. And the last show, Epic Inventions, starts with Beethoven's fifth.
It does. Because when you come to think about it, it has to be the most epic piece ever written.
That must be hard to say the most epic when there's so
With
much.
Beethoven Fifth, I have no problem calling it that, because the story of the symphony was epic as well, you know, because it was a hard birth. It was not well known until many years. Beethoven even had trouble getting it published.
And he spent 4 years.
4 years. Well, that's Beethoven. He was always working a lot on every piece that he was writing. Probably what happened with Beethoven's Fifth Symphony, it became really well known during World War II, because it became associated with victory. V, you know, V stands for 5 as a Roman numeral.
Right.
So the Allied forces used that concept, and they started the broadcasts with Beethoven's Fifth, and that's how the piece just become ingrained in everyone's spirit.
Interesting.
It is associated with triumph and victory, so it's very much into this idea of an epic piece.
Now, also on the program, April 22nd, right here at the Port Theatre in Nanaimo, the finale for the Vancouver Island Symphony's current season. We're fast-forwarding 200-some years to a new invention.
Yes, so a world premiere. Essentially of 14 vignettes that were written to pay tribute to the great inventions in mankind's history.
Now, when you say written, you mean by you?
Well, yes, I was trying to be humble here, but I wrote 10 of the pieces out of the 14. Jason Nett, who used to be the Vancouver Island Symphony's composer in residence, wrote 2 pieces. And they are presented in chronological order. So the first piece is actually a calling to the creative spirit, in a very powerful way and very driving way. I have to tell you that we have huge forces here on stage for that performance. 2 choirs, the orchestra, we have a soloist, films will be projected above the orchestra.
And that's what your music has been composed to?
Yes,
or for,
specifically designed for those forces. And then the inventions themselves were hard to pick, because there are so many, you know, what do you choose? So we had to come down to a choice that would be reflective of all mankind's periods, starting with antiquity, with the wheel. Then we make our way through the compass, the flying machine, Leonardo da Vinci, the printing press, Gutenberg. Then there's the light bulb with Edison, the automobile, penicillin, which was, you know, saved so many lives.
What a wonderful way to experience history.
Absolutely.
And take a journey back in time.
And each invention will also be talked about briefly by soloist Nadia Blanchette. She will explain either in a technical or poetic way each invention. There will be words associated, and of course she sings and the choir sings. So it's you know, there's lots going on.
It's epic.
It's epic.
Now, you haven't spent 4 years on this.
No.
No.
The time spent on this must have been just a bit over a year since the project started, and it's been very intense.
It's a world premiere, a very exciting opportunity for audiences here in Nanaimo, but you're hoping that other audiences will be able to see it as well.
Oh yes, that's my hope. For me, it's a major achievement, both as a composer and conductor. I'm hoping that this show will then travel to Edmonton, Calgary, Kingston, Toronto, everywhere in Canada, maybe in the US. There is potential for this performance, this show, to actually be featured in any orchestra's seasons.
Fantastic. Epic Spirit Inventions. You can be the first to experience it here at the Port Theatre on April 22nd. You can get your tickets through the Port Theatre box office.